Go ahead.
Thanks, Jen. So yesterday, you and the State Department spokesman Ned Price both took issue with reporters asking for evidence of your statements with respect to the Syria strike and the Russian false flag operation. Do you really believe that journalists are repeating Russian and Islamic State propaganda in pursuing those questions, first of all? And second of all, will you be offering evidence of your claims with respect to what happened in Syria when they become available?
Absolutely, and let me just start by saying that we welcome tough questions and good faith scrutiny. Otherwise, I wouldn't come out here. I wouldn't have come out here almost 180 times and engaged with all of you and your tough questions and good faith scrutiny. As I noted in the response to a question from your colleague yesterday, which wasn't in all of the context of what was put out there, we are less than 48 hours from the end of the mission. So the Department of Defense is still conducting after-action assessments. That's a natural part of the process that occurs. I also conveyed in my answer to the question the President directed his Department of Defense to take every precaution to minimize civilian casualties and that we would release all of the information we could. And we absolutely remain committed to that, to answer the other part of your question. While I did not go into this level of detail during the plane gaggle, we also did a number of briefings. A number of you participated in yesterday to brief out a number of the specific details, including the fact that we sent out special operators at significant risk to themselves to minimize the risk of civilian casualties. Of course, that's different than doing a strike, which would not be as much risk to individuals involved. But obviously, these individuals were on the ground for a couple of hours as we briefed out. It would have been easier to do an airstrike. But as a result, we have firsthand reports from our elite service members who were on the ground and risked their lives to kill a terrorist responsible for the slaughter and enslavement of the Yazidi religious minority in northwestern Iraq in 2014, who bears responsibility for a recent set of attacks against the Iraqi security forces, and who took a terrorist off the battlefield who seeks to harm Americans. But of course, we respect and value the role of the press. Otherwise, again, I wouldn't be out here with all of you every day, and welcome the scrutiny, welcome the tough questioning. And as I said yesterday, of course, we will do everything we can to provide as many details as possible. But I think it's important, as people are trying to understand this, to note it is different having operators on the ground than an airstrike, where it's a different assessment after action.